What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? It's Chris, aka Mr. Ramon, for Dose uh, Zero. Well, I don't know. Here to do another review for you today. I know it's kind of like so close between the other one. I figured, I promised I would do this one, especially for a couple people that really wanted me to do this. Today I'll be reviewing a Serbian film. And it's not this Serbian film. It is this Serbian film. The Life and Death of a Porno Gang. Now, you may be asking, why did I put up this? Well, I'll tell you after I explain the whole idea of the story of the life and death of a porno gang. Well, let's start off. Let's begin with our boy Marco. He just graduated from film school. He wants to be a big director. He wants to show the world his artistic talent, his integrity, his work of art, and he can't get a job. Unfortunately, the time is set pre-war, pre-genocide, when Serbia was just in a state of shock. I mean, there were so many horrible things going on. There was murder, mayhem, rape, burnings. At the time, it was a hard place to live there. You heard about it, you didn't really know. In a way, this film kind of shows it to you. So yeah, Marco wants to become a film director. He wants to get money to make a really great film. Unfortunately, he can't get any money from his dad. He can't get any money from his friends. The girlfriend he lived with doesn't trust him, doesn't believe in him. So, he decides he's gonna move to the center of Serbia where he can do some good and try to make it on his own. He finds this porn director called Kane, and they build a relationship. He starts working for Kane and meets some of the porn actors there. I will be honest with you; these are not the most attractive people, but you know what? At the time, it's not high class. It is just it isn't like Vivid. It's just there for you. One day Marco decides he wants to make artistic porn film. Kane's not happy about that. Kane wants his money back. Marco decides he's got to get out of town, because if not, Kane's brother, I don't know what to call him, is a messed up cop, really crooked, and will probably kill him. So he leaves town and he meets up with one of Kane's other porn stars, hangs out with him, and in the process meets this one girl, Anna. They form a relationship. She's also kind of down on her luck actress, very beautiful, and he decides he wants to create a porn theater, a very artistic porn theater. Stuff not so much that would turn you on, but things that would kind of make you think. In the process, he meets some pretty interesting characters. He meets a gay couple, both of whom have AIDS. A heroin addict, husband and wife with 2 kids, who are just completely strung out. A very tall, semi not so bright fella, a kind of overweight, chunky girl, and his one friend who was a porn actor, but it's going to be his cameraman. So they decide they're going to put on a theater. It gets shut down. They have to get on the run because they find out that the crooked cop is coming after them. They're going on tour across Serbia because they want to present their artistic style of porn to Serbia, to let them know. Unfortunately, this isn't the time to do it. It's the place is in turmoil. People don't want it, and as you can tell, it doesn't get the best reaction. So the first night, they're laughed, they're ridiculed, and there's a mysterious guy in the audience. After the show, he comes and meets Marco, tells him, "I'm a fan of your work," takes him back to his home, shows him a few videos. They're uh, well, they're decapitation videos. He wants Marco to create a snuff film, several snuff films, to go across Serbia to, you know, create, the snuff art, as he likes to call it. Marco doesn't want to do that. Marco's afraid. And unfortunately, problems become bigger when all of a sudden the whole crew is raped by a whole bunch of men, old men. It just gets really disturbing at a point. Uh, they lose all their money, they're screwed, and then it comes to the question, what do you do? Well, Marco says yes to this idea of stuff. They find willing participants who will do this sort of thing. And the film really kind of continues from there. I don't want to tell you the rest of the story. I want you to find out for yourself. But basically, one by one, either they leave, they're killed, or they commit suicide. It kind of goes from there. It's brutally violent, and it's very sexual. Does contain a lot. There's a nice, mushroom soup scene where they just trip out. There is quite a bit of nudity, some hardcore stuff, some interesting bestiality. Uh, it doesn't have the pedophilia part that a Serbian film has. Now, here's the thing. What do I think of it? I really like it. I really enjoyed it. Um, actually, I saw it about a year ago, and it was just like people aren't really talking about this one. Everyone's mentioning a Serbian film. This is not getting the recognition. Uh, Truthfully, there's more realistic violence to Life and Death of a Porno Gang than there is to a Serbian film. There, and unfortunately, one of the problems is it's really depressing. There is just the descent is just turmoil. You feel bad for him. You start to feel a relationship with these people. They're down on luck. They're trying their best, and it becomes just one fucked up thing after the other. It's just such a shame. Um, you like everyone, and it just doesn't end well. I'm not gonna. I don't want to give the end, but then again, this is Life and Death of a Porno Gang. Now, why did I say this one and not this one? Um, Here's the thing. There's a lot of comparisons between the two films. Both of the films came out at around the same time. Uh, both are from Serbia. Even both of the characters, main character's name, for Serbian film, it's Milos. For Porno Gang, Marco. They're both desperate for money. They both become involved in a snuff, whether they want to or not. Uh, they're both deplorable acts of sex and violence in each of them, and there's drug use. But both are really shot well. Both have great stories to it. Um, there was a bigger story to the Life and Death of a Porno Gang than there was a Serbian film. Because as a matter of fact, the Life and Death takes over a period of, let's say, a couple of years. As a matter of fact, there's one point where it actually mentions the day, September 11, 2001, but it's just nothing occurs. It seems like the most calmest day of all. Uh, would I recommend it? Absolutely. You know what? It is a strange, pretty, pretty violent, pretty sexual film. Definitely an addition to your collection. Not meant for kids. There are some scenes that are not going to be too lucky. I'm going to let you know in advance one. If you don't like animal killing, there is one scene, because I know a lot of you are just not up for it. There is a killing of a goat, and it's real. You know, there's a lot of questions you asking yourself when you're watching this. It's like, what would you do in this situation? Could you handle it? Would you be able to? I don't know if I could, but then again, I haven't been able. I've been lucky enough to be in that part. Yeah. So the Life and Death of a Porno Game, incredibly made, just all around fantastic. I'm just, you know, and here's the thing. Okay, I got a beef with a Serbian film. The director, in his own wisdom, decided, I want to portray a Serbian film for the atrocities of the war. How do you do that with newborn porn? I really want to know. And the thing is, the guy that directed Life and Death basically said the same thing. I want to show the atrocities of war, of what happens. He did. This is there's a snuff scene of a soldier who's dying of cancer because unfortunately he shared news, during, a mission. It's that it shows you the aftermath of what's occurred in the country. A Serbian film didn't make that. You could say all you want, it's like, I'm trying to do. No, you did it to shock. Porno Game kind of probably did the same thing, but it did it with a better tone and a better idea. Which one's better? I couldn't tell you. I liked them both because after I got done watching the Porno Game, I checked out Serbian Film again just to make sure, just to compare, if one was better than the other. And truthfully, it would have to be up to your opinion. If you decide that they're both equally good, great. If you think one's better than the other, understandable. If you think this Life and Death of Porno Gang and you haven't seen it yet because you think, oh, it's going to be a ripoff, don't. Check it out, see what you think, and need to remind you, this is not meant for kids. No way, no how. You should not be showing 8-year-old Timmy who thinks, "Woo, pretty boss." No, it's you wouldn't want to touch their seats on that bus. Okay, guys, I'll probably do another video. Not today, later. I will be reviewing, because a lot more people asked for it, the director's cut of Chaos, and then I'll do House. But more people ask for Chaos, and gotta give them what they want. Alright guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. I really appreciate it.